This is the all-new Toyota Camry. I've seen lots of these cars on the road. Now let's see how good this car is. I'm Finney and you're watching Travel Dreams. Let's kick off the review with the trim models of Toyota Camry. Toyota Camry has got two option engines. That is, one is a 2.5 liter and the second one is 3.5 liter V6 engine. This one is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, inline 4-cylinder engine, and today I'm going to take only upon 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Now, we have in the 4-cylinder engine, we have 4 trims. One is a LE, which kicks off the price at 9,000 Riyals Omani. Then comes GLE, which is at 10,400. Then GLE Special Edition, 10,800. And then the top of the range GLE Navigation model, which is costing around 11,800 Riyals. This is a GLE model, which is at 10,400 Riyals. The basic things in the system, basic things in the car are, it has got a touchscreen infotainment system, 6-speaker setup with a Bluetooth and Android Auto CarPlay. You can also mirror link it. I'll come in detail about those things. Then it comes with LED headlamps, LED fog lamps, and then we'll see much more about this car. Now let's start this review with the front side of the Toyota Camry. This is the latest model and they have a little bit changed the appearance of the vehicle than the predecessor model. The predecessor model also had somewhat like this kind of grille, but this is entirely different, which is being forwarded to all the Toyota cars that is coming right now. This grille, let me tell you, it reminds me of something. Yes, I'll tell you. That is, when you go to a dentist to tighten your braces on your teeth, the doctor will keep something equipments in your mouth, like it'll go like this. Same look, yeah. But it's not bad though, it looks good. The car is too low towards the ground and it's wide enough, thereby it increases the aerodynamics of the car. So what happens is, the car can easily cut through the wind without much effort, thereby increasing the mileage of the car. I'll show you in detail. We have got some fake vents over here, which is always Toyota. These are real grills, but these over here are fake grills. Now let's talk about the front side of the vehicle. I just mentioned about the grill part. Now the design part of this car, it has a long hood, okay, which goes deep down. You can see the lines like this, and like that also. The whole line is coming straight towards the Toyota emblem. And from the bumper also, it's coming directly towards this logo, which is actually, it's like an eye catcher. When you look into the car, first your eye goes to this logo. That's a good design actually. Now let's move on to the side part of the car. At the side, you can see the lines that is flowing on till the back side. And also on the door panels also you can find the lines. Now let's see how low this car is. See, it's so low towards the ground. Now, I'll show you one more part. Come over here to this side. Okay? This is the front part of the car. Now see how low this part is and see how outwards this part is. There is a tire and that's the back side of the tire. Since this part is too much outwards and the tire is a little bit inside towards the body, what happens is, when you're parking near the pavements, you will easily scratch up this part or maybe that part. When you're parking, for most of these kinds of cars like Camry, the latest model Accord, and latest all kinds of model cars that is coming out right now, is having this kind of issue, which has to be stopped. Why is the tire will not touch the pavement when you are close parking towards the pavement. Rather, this part will scratch up, and to repair this part will cost you a fortune. Now this is a side profile of the car. You can see how long this car is. Also see the sloppy roofs of this car. It all the way moves on towards the trunk. What happens is, since it's so low, the roof is also so low, it cuts through the air. Now, another feature of this car is, it's long, it's wide, and it's lower to the ground. It has a good handling and good stability, which is really useful on high speeds. Now this is the rear part of the car. It has got LED tail lights with LED number plate lights and the logo clearly mentioned. You can see is a GLE part. It has got rear view camera and the sensors, and it looks really wide from the back. Let's get into the trunk. Now this is the boot of the vehicle. You can see how long and how big the boot is. I don't know the exact the volume of this boot because showroom guys did not mention me about the volume and was not also mentioned in the brochure. You can also mention that the volume boot volume in the comment section below. Now if you come over here, you can see the tie points over here and all those things, which brings to the positive side of this car. Now as mentioned, the positive side, number one positive side of this vehicle is that you've got tie points in the boot, which helps to hold all the grocery bags and all those things in place when you're traveling around. The second good part of this vehicle is that you have a hook for the spare tire area. Now this hook is actually so good, it's handy, you don't have to hold it on together. The third good part of this vehicle is that you have a full size spare tire. The next positive side of this vehicle is all the entry model Camry has got the cruise control. Though it's not adaptive, it has got cruise control and LED headlamps as standard. Okay, now everything is not positive in this car. I'll show you some of the negative sides of this car. Number one negative side is the door lock when it's opening. You can hear it right now. I'll show you the sound. I'm not so sure whether it'll get captured in the camera, but I'll show you how it sounds. Now this is a door lock sound. Now here when it opens, you can hear some kind of high pitched sound which shows that some kind of cheap plastic is being used in the door lock. The second negative side of this car is the rear handrest. There is nothing to pull. You have to put your finger inside and pull it down. And also see how it falls. Come on Toyota, you need to improve your quality in some of the areas. Now let's get into the inside side. You can see how beautifully the car's dashboard is being set up. You have got plenty of soft materials on your dashboard, on your door panels, and over here down also. The dashboard has got a nice design for it. You can see it's long enough, it's big dashboard with a Y kind of dashboard and a screen also, infotainment system in the dashboard. You also have a mobile charger, a wireless charger. You have plenty of room in the Toyota Camry. The seats are nice and comfortable, fabric material seats. It holds you on the top body part. It holds you firm enough, no problem. But on the leg part, it's not holding you much, but that's fair enough. You have a pretty nice steering, not so big enough but so small, and you have steering mounted controls. You have pretty nice headroom, pretty nice shoulder room also. This car in the driving seat is a little bit perfect. Now another part I'll show you is the door vents. You have a cup holder over here at the bottom part, and you also have a cup holder at the side part also, which is also handy that you will not struggle to find the gear when you're driving. It's apart, and the gear knob is also different. Another good part is the way the steering, the way the gear system is placed on. This is my driving position, and at the armrest you can easily grab the gear, which is so handy. Unfortunately, this car is not coming with paddle shifters. Let's jump in to the head unit of the system, the infotainment system of this car. As you can see, it's a touchscreen setup. You also have physical buttons, which is really handy while driving. Most of the cars right now is not having any of these buttons, rather it's having only the touch buttons, which is I'm not a fan of those things. You can press these buttons, or you can go through the menus. You can find out all those setup and all those things. You have audio, you have phone, okay, you can connect your Bluetooth, you have apps, built-in apps in it. You can see over here, you have Wi-Fi setup. You can connect your phone and mirror link it. That's a good feature. The information in this information screen, the infotainment system will show you exactly complete details about this car, how much it was been driven, how much mileage you got, all those kinds of setup the infotainment system is bringing in, which is really handy. The setup part is also so nice. Basically the transition of the screen is nice and enough. It's not so fast, it's not so laggy also. It's just perfect. You can control all the setups from here. You also have voice command from here, or you can click on the steering wheel. Below that is a AC setup. You have dual zone climate control AC, auto. The screen and the fan, everything is switch, not screen wise. Now let's look into storage part. The glove box, which is fairly large enough, and you got connectivity. I think that's a HDMI, and the other one is a USB. You also have the USB connection over here, and the aux over here, and the 12 volt. So total in the front side, one USB, one aux, and inside the glove box there was one, so two USB. Now we are in the back seat of Camry. The back seat feels so comfortable. It's a little bit good for a long drive also. The seat is so lowered, which makes you feel more comfortable and relaxed at the back. As you can see, I've got plenty of knee room, I've got plenty of headroom, and also I've got plenty of shoulder room also. So I feel comfortable at the back side. Now we'll see one more test. Let's see. That's so good. The window goes completely down. I can just relax like this. Nice. Okay, now let's talk upon the rear side AC ducts. Now I'm not a good fan of AC ducts that's been over here at the down part. Rather being over there, it's better to keep it over here, so that what's happening over here is I kept the vents facing upwards. The air is going to strike my leg, which afterwards it'll get painful. And if I'm sitting at the center part, no one is going to get the air condition. So it's better to keep the AC ducts over here. Most of these kinds of vehicles and the latest models that is coming up, SUVs, also are having this same kind of problem. Last time when I took Pilot for a review, I also found the same mistake over there from Honda. Instead of keeping the air ducts over here, it should have been kept overside, so that you will get air from there. Everyone in the backside can have the air condition. Now let's talk upon the engine side of this vehicle. As I mentioned, we have got two engine options for Toyota Camry. One is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine and the 3.5 liter V6 engine. The 2.5 liter engine is the one I was taking review on, and this is also a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. The 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine has got 173 horsepower and 231 Nm torque. Now, when you have 231 Nm torque, it feels more torquey. The engine feels more torquey when you drive, which you will come when I'm driving. I'll show you when I'm driving the car. Also, now see, you have got strut bars for the hood, which is really classy. Now let's take this car for a drive. As I mentioned, this car is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder producing around 171, 173 horsepower, 178 horsepower, 231 Nm torque. The 231 Nm torque is feeling fairly good enough. Now, the 178 horsepower also feels just right for this vehicle. Now I'm averaging around 8.2 liter per 100 kilometer, which is fairly good for this vehicle. Now the handling part is just okay for this car. It's good, not so bad, it's good. It's comfortable, but when I was driving at 120 km per hour, when I took this car, I was taking a turn, a curve, and at 120 km per hour, when it got into some potholes, the car was a little bit kind of unsettled. But it's just not so problematic. It's okay with it. The car is fair enough. The car is good to drive also. I like this car. It's good. It's not so bad. As I mentioned, there are some quality issues about the lock. Rest all, it's fine. So, what's the final verdict about this car? Do you want to avoid it? Do you want to consider it? Do you want to shortlist it? Or do you want to right away and go ahead and buy it? I reckon you should consider this car. You should consider this car because it's a good value for money. You can also look on the competitors. Let's see, because this car is so good. Of course, Toyota is reliable. Maybe you can go right ahead and buy it. See you in the next video. Thank you. Hey guys, hope you all love the video. If you like it, please don't forget to subscribe it. Also, please don't forget to push the bell icon so that you will not miss any of the notifications that I'm going to put it. If you like it, please like it, share it, subscribe it. And also, if you have any comments, please do mention in the comment section below. See you until next video. See you. Bye.